Oh, sorry. I think last year was kind of Samantha, a fluke for a lot of tennis fans. Do you feel this year it becomes important to show that that was not 2011 was not a fluke? That
Well, yeah, sure, but I think even if I don't win the tournament, I don't think it was a fluke anyway. So, it's one of those things, of course, you want to come back and do just as well as the year before. So, I've been trying hard and training well and really looking forward to this year's tournament as well.
Sam, I know you were getting shuttled around to a bunch of different pre-tournament things. How has this preparation for this tournament been different than other ones you've had?
Yeah, I guess there's just a couple of other little things to get done and all that, but I've still been able to do my practice and do my training and everything else that I need to get done to make sure that I try and play as best I can once the tournament starts, and that's all fine. I think it's all part of it. It's all the good experience, and yeah, you don't come back to defend a Grand Slam every year or every tournament, so it's good. It's exciting.
Sam, what does Kim Clijsters mean to the tour, and what are your thoughts about her ending her career at this time?
Well, I think it's going to be a loss for the tour, and she's obviously been a great player and a great champion and great role model to a lot of people out here on tour and probably all the kids playing at home. So she's one of those players that people like to watch and come out and see. But I guess for her, she's decided it's time, and what I can imagine this is the perfect place for her to stop, given the success that she's had here in the past. So yeah, it'll be disappointing to see it go, but obviously she's decided that's time, and that's great for her.
What does she mean to her fellow players?
Well, like I just said, I think we all very much respect her for her tennis, but also the person that she is. She's very gracious and always been a very good competitor, but always fair, and they're the kinds of players that you don't want to see go. But it's her time, and what a great career she's had. She's still so young and she's accomplished so much.
Sam, as defending champion, most normally you would be talked of as a likely repeat champion, one of the favourites. Maybe you are, but everyone talks about Serena in that. Do you prefer it when you're under the radar?
Yeah, it is what it is. It's fine whether you're talked as being the favourite or not. At this point of time during the tournament, I think it doesn't really matter. Everyone's starting from scratch at the moment, and obviously things become a lot clearer as the weeks go on. But I think Serena is probably the favourite coming in given her recent form. So no matter who you are, I don't think you can really deny that.
Do you think back much to the final last year, and do you think that's the best match you played?
I think it's definitely up there with one of the best ones, given the court we were on, the stage, the final at the US Open against Serena, 9/11, all those things combined, and then the way that I played is definitely one of the best matches I've played. There's other matches I've played that come to mind where I feel like you could not miss a ball, and you kind of think, oh, am I going to wake up from this and the thing's going to kind of become normal again? And I don't think I had one of those days, but I am very very proud of the way that I did play, given all the circumstances and all that put together.
Would you like to maybe build on that success more in this season if you make the Grand Slam?
Oh, of course. Of course I wish I would have done better so far this year, but everything goes the way it goes for whatever reason, and obviously Aussie Open and Wimbledon were quite disappointing, and French was good, it was semis, and I think it's been a year where there's certain tournaments where I think I could have done better and all that, but having said that, I think I've done everything I can to try and get those good results, and hopefully it just means it's a matter of time before it really starts happening again, because I'm doing everything, I'm playing well, so you just got to, I guess, put it together at the right time.
I think you said last year that you really fed off the atmosphere and you enjoyed the tournament as well as obviously enjoyed winning it.
Mm-hmm.
In a way, is there less pressure coming to places like here, playing Melbourne in front of your own fans?
Yeah, it's just different. I don't know whether it's less pressure or what word you want to put on it, but it's certainly different. Playing at home for any player, I think is different, and there's more of that maybe outside expectation, and that maybe that extra little bit of you that wants to do better and, you know, get that great result and do well. But you know, you can't, no matter what you're doing, you do the same thing every tournament, but so you can't all of a sudden change that while you're at home. So I think it's just different, and you know, I think anyone playing a home Grand Slam would say that.
At home you're playing for them, and here you're playing for yourself.
No, but again, I guess you just feel that it is different. You know, in Melbourne, you go out for breakfast and you see yourself on the front page or back page of the newspaper. I don't see that here. So there's all those other things that, yeah, I guess add up, but you can't make that, you know, make you play better or anything like that.
What do you take from all the different names who've won majors in the last 2 years, how nobody's been able to duplicate that feat?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's just it's the same answer to the same question. But it's, you know, yes, we've had a lot of winners over the last couple of years, but I think it's not because you know the competition's lacking or anything like that. I think we've just in this period of time during the women's tour where it has been like that, and there's not one dominant standout player, but it doesn't mean that, you know, everyone's rubbish. I think we're all very competitive and everyone's playing extremely well, and we're just finding that, you know, certain players are finding their time at these big events, and not one particular person's been able to replicate that yet over and over again, like, you know, some of the players on the guys.
What does it say about the depth on the tour?
What about the women? Well, I think it doesn't mean that it's bad. I think it's very good. I think it shows that there's great competition out there, that, you know, right from sometimes the first rounds, the top seeds have got to be on their game, and you can't take anything for granted out here, no matter who you're playing.
Did winning last year open up the corporate endorsement? Because again, a lot of people didn't know who Samantha Stosur was. Did you find after you won that suddenly major Fortune 500 companies were knocking on the door for endorsement opportunities for you?
Oh, not necessarily. I mean, a few things came out of it, which was nice. But you know, I think again, it's hard to. Part of it, you know, is where you're from and the markets and all that. And the more you win, obviously, the more opportunities that come by.
Sam, have you had a chance to practice on Ash yet?
Yeah, I came here. My first practice was on Thursday, and got out there on Ash straight up. So that was yeah, really nice to walk back out onto that court, and kind of little things kind of pop into your mind as you're walking out there again. So it was great to get out there.
What were some of those little things?
Probably the forehand winner I hit on match point. So that was the one thing that came back probably first.
Okay, any more questions? Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks.